Free champs
Yo, what's poppin'? This your boy EJ, Sir Evangeline Joseph, Mr. 10 Feet, the bully, the fat one.
Damn. Never used that one before.
You know, I just that one just came off the top.
Brand new.
brand new.
The world. And it's your boy Wayne Willmatic Beats, Mr. Free Coast, Golden Boy. You know what's going on, man.
Hey,
we got another special guest.
God damn.
Another great episode.
Listen, the legend.
The myth.
The myth. You dig what I'm saying? He's a part-time sandwich maker.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Always making bread. Talking about he's going to make the best sandwiches and spit you the best bars. He may even do a cover
in the same night,
in the same setting.
Somebody just died.
That's
tough.
Listen, and that's how serious it is.
Hey. They heard he was gonna spit. It was like, we need the ambulance. We need the fire truck to spit out this fire.
National security.
You know what I'm saying? State of emergency.
Shout
out to Doria. You know what I mean?
D-Sam in the motherfucking building.
D-Sam in the motherfucking building.
Thank you.
Clap it up, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm honored to be here.
Free
Y'all
Gems
great,
Network,
man.
baby.
Y'all great, man.
It's only a matter of time, right?
Thank you, G. Then let's jump right into it, bro. Where you from?
I'm from Columbus, Georgia. I'm from the east side of Columbus, Georgia, Forest Road.
Ooh, Koga in the building.
Once again, I know y'all see a trend.
Do these niggas travel? Yeah. Yes, we travel, but we love the city.
You gotta book us though. You want us to travel. You did want something. It's too much here. It's too much sauce. You dig what I'm saying?
Way too much sauce, man. Right here in the city too.
Dripping immaculate. You dig what I'm talking about? You said you grew up in the east side of Koga.
Mm-hmm.
How did you grow up?
I grew up household, mom, my aunt, my grandma, woman household. So,
okay.
You know, my dad, I love my dad, but they was divorced or whatever. So, you know, but they held it tight, held me up. Right. And so I go back and forth from both of them. I got my music stuff from my dad because every time I'm with him, he part of Monster Fam, Glock Holiday. He an older. He's
part of
older.
Monster Fam?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Monster Fam day. We just had Dorian up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you might have saw him pulling out.
I just seen him pulling out. I was like,
are you a part of Monster Fam?
No, I'm not a part of Monster Fam.
You just solely independent.
Right.
And you only child?
Nah, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
I got a younger brother.
Okay.
How did your surroundings cultivate you as an artist?
My surroundings pretty much. Ooh, that's a good one because when I go with my dad, my influence is New York. Like he is boom bap, like Wu-Tang Clan. He put me on 50 Cent. My dad is the reason why I love 50 Cent.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yes, exactly. But then on my mom's side, she gave me my R&B. She's Erykah Badu, so you know Saturday mornings I'm getting up. If I hear Erykah Badu, I already know what time it is. I'm finna have to get to work. I'm finna get the cleaning. I'm getting clean. Yeah, it's clothes getting folded. You cleaning up the room. You ain't going nowhere till you get that done. So she was Jaheim, but you know she was more. My mama was more turned. She Trick Daddy. My mama listened to Trick Daddy.
Woo! That's a big
balance.
Right. You know what
right.
I'm saying? So from your mom, that's how you get that's where you get your melodies and stuff from?
Yeah. I listen to she listens to a lot of Erykah Badu and indie R&B, so that's why I just was like, oh, okay. So I grew up and I didn't even know I could sing, but I was singing.
Right.
Because it's like, she was like, oh yeah, I put on anything. I put on Brian McKnight and you'll just sit there and you'll just chill. I was like, I guess you were telling me you already knew what I was finna do.
Right.
But or Michael Jackson, most definitely. I had that VHS, the Michael Jackson VHS with like all those music videos. They got black and white on it.
Yeah. Doing that motherfucker.
Put on your white school gloves.
Hey man, when I tell you, I'll watch that video and I'm like,
School glove. That nigga had
I'm
the
gonna be
Usher
like
glove.
Mike. I wanted to be like Mike, not Mike. I couldn't, but I wanted to sing and dance. So I picked that up, and I guess like when I got into church, that's when they knew.
That's when you really
Yeah, that's when it was
Usher
like-
glove, and you was
exactly.
6 years old.
And then it went from there. Then next thing you know, I just started singing, and then I just go with my dad and everything. It was like okay. So then I picked up the rapping. So I was like, shoot, I could just do whatever I want to do. So
Right.
I just was like, I'm gonna be a hybrid because it's like you look around, it's like everybody like, oh, you want to be a singer? Do you want to be a rapper? I'm like, no, I just want to be an artist. I just want to do what I love to do and make music and whatever that is, whatever I'm feeling, I'm gonna make it because it's like I ain't know, oh, I need to have this sound or I gotta have this type of. I'm one track minded person. I rap or listen to anything because my favorite band, Hiatus Coyote.
Okay.
So I got a lot of musical element. And shout out to my teacher, Matt White, Kendrick High School, one of the best chorus teachers in Columbus High School. I'm going ahead and shout that out right now. He played an part of the influence because he gave me my musical ability pretty much. He's the one who drilled me on, hey, you need to learn how to do this. You need to learn how to sight read. You need to learn how to understand music theory and understand this. This is going to help you hone your gift. So,
Oh, go ahead.
Have you continued to study music, like music theory?
Yes, I do. I try and get better. Everybody else around me, they like top notch. So I try and listen, but I fell off. I'm gonna be honest, I fell off.
Wait.
But that was more so my fault because I got depression in school.
Where you was studying at CSU?
I was studying at CSU.
Okay, then.
Did you play any instruments growing up?
I play still the keyboard.
Oh, so you nice.
I'm not nice. I'm decent. I know nice people. I'm just like I can hear it and I'm like, okay, I can play it by ear pretty much.
You good enough
Yeah, I'm good enough.
to you.
Yeah, I'm good enough
But
to me.
what does the people around you say about your musicianship?
Oh, they love it, but I think it's more so because they're not used to it because nobody else in my family was like, oh, you to pursue musicianship. So it's like I love playing by ear, and that got me pretty much into like, okay, well, I know if I can do this, I understand that I can learn. I know I can if I want to be that, but I don't want to be that big into the keyboard. I love it, but I know some cold people and they inspire me to do it, but I'm like I gotta put some work in and I ain't got the work. I was like, but y'all cold.
That's the bad thing to me about learning things by ear or by trial and error. Is because I feel like once you learn it that way, you don't want to go back and learn it by textbook.
And that's what
Because a lot of times it makes you unlearn things.
right.
You know what I mean? That was my issue, with production. You know what I mean? Just a lot of trial and error. So I want to ask you, do you produce your own
Yeah,
music?
I do.
How was that process being? Just you knowing that you learn by ear and just knowing that it might be a sound that you want to capture, but knowing that maybe I don't know how to do this.
It's been a better process. It's getting better now because I'm just at this point. I'm like, man, I've never given myself a full chance to be like, oh, I can't do this or I just don't comprehend this. I just be like, oh, okay, well, I just love to do it so much. I'm not gonna let that stop me from at least trying. But now I'm in this process where I'm like, I can slowly hear it. I'm picking up on it. So I was like, let me tap into that. Let me keep that going. Cause it's like, if I reinforce it, I know eventually I'm gonna learn exactly what I need to learn. And it's like, I've been getting back into the textbook and trying to, it's not easy just trying to trying to get people to be like, hey man, share a little knowledge. Cause it's like, don't nobody really want to share nothing. It's like, yeah, you gonna pay. And it's like, I understand you don't work for that crap. I understand that, but I'm gonna get out here and I'm like, hey, anybody, cause you see it all the time. Not just trying to be like, oh, but people, we as people got the knack to just like, if you want it bad enough, you'll learn how to do it. You'll figure it out. You'll really do it and fine tune it to where it's like I know that's good. Like I don't have to really worry about it's not good at all, but I just know that's good right there. That's a good setting, and I'm getting better. So I already know that it's gonna get better. I'm not even worried about it no more. It's like I just know I'm gonna put the work in this time. I'm really apply myself, really push myself to go to the next level.
How long you been doing music?
I would say I've been doing like production for like 7-8 months.
7-8 months.
It's been about.
What about rapping and then singing?
Rapping? That
seriously, not just you with your partners. And
I've been seriously singing since high school, well, since middle school, and I've kept that. I keep that, but it's just I don't know. I just feel like when I was growing up, it was just like that. Oh yeah, like I got an extra card. Like they ain't gonna be ready for this. It was like, oh you free? They're like, hey, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh my goodness! Exactly. Yeah, I was using it as a trump card because everybody like to have a little trump card. But I've been singing seriously. Like I take it very serious. I've been singing since 2000. That's 2008. I love singing for real. But
right.
As production wise, who are some of your influences?
Some of my influences, well, right now, Toby Lou, Coda, the friend. It's just that vibe that it's that melody. I love melody. I love like it ain't nothing like a good ass melody like over something because you just be like, and you can vibe to it. It's like.
Simple vibe.
It's simple. It's not that hard. Like
Coda has perfected.
Exactly. It's simple.
KOTA?
Yep.
Okay, I've seen that name.
Yeah, him, Toby Blue, Saba. A lot of like Saba production has been getting to me because it's like he can still give you that energy that he got energy tracks, but he'll still sit there and rap and make you feel like running away. I just get tired of running away. I was like, it's just that beat. And you just telling the truth. Just tell the truth. Just tell your truth pretty much. But it's like, that's how I feel. It's like, I just want to write it away. Do that. But that's been influencing me as of late.
So, like, here as an adult, you're more so relating to the Snow Allegras, the Smino, Earth Gang.
Oh, yes.
Like, that's your...
That's my lane. Shit. That's my avenue. That's how I love. That's what I love. Like, I love the trap. Don't get it wrong, because I will zoom down Forest Road. But but me, if you around me all the time, especially right now, Spillage Village, that Spillaging, that stayed like that might as well be scripture to me because it's gonna be. You come over there, you're gonna hear it.
Love JID.
Right. Exactly. That man,
we gonna listen to that song in like
that
20
album,
years and really
realize how exactly it's gonna. That's timeless.
That album is very underrated.
Yes,
slept on.
Have y'all tapped into Olu, his Marvin Gaye cover?
No.
I need for y'all to go tap into that. It's nice. He did what's going on.
Shoot it to us.
I'm gonna send it after the show is over with.
Please do.
But yeah, go ahead.
Just walk us through the process of just how you make music. You know what I mean? And is there a plan on? I'll let you go ahead.
Oh, you good? You good? I was just muting it, trying to make sure it was muted.
Yeah. Is there a plan on dropping more music in the future? Because I want to know like what is your progress?
There is definitely the process right now is definitely I have a project that is going to be coming out at the end of January that I've already been working on. That's why I dropped Anime Theme Song because that was like the first. It's called Blurred. So the way I conceptualize my art, like my process, is I get influences from anime. I get it from a lot of stuff, but a lot of the time it's like people be like, "Oh, anime is for kids or whatever." But it's like you learn some pretty deep, detailed, like depending on who's writing, like you learn some pretty deep life moralistic things. Like that's why I like Shoto Todoroki. That's what I'm working on. I got a new single. It's gonna be on the 11th of January. That's what I'm pushing on, and when I watch My Hero Academia, man, that's just like the character, like how that cold character is, like how he carry himself. Right. That's how I look at myself. It's like I might not portray that, but I'm like, that's me right there. Because if I was to keep it how I really wanted to be, it's like I'm a person who you can come to, who gonna show you love, but I want to get better because I know I got a goal that I want to meet. So that's why I was like, I've been working on that. So that's my process is just like right now, finding the influences. I got one called Tanjiro that's gonna be on there. I just find
you loaded up the clip.
Yeah, I got loaded up. It's a loaded up clip. I just really had to find the like, okay, what's gonna make it stick? Like, it's cool to be doing it, but it was like, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well make myself a character. So I got my homie Michaela. She like sketched out the head that I've been posting, like the little chibi head that I've been posting. She drew that out. She sketched it up, put it to me. I was like, well, can you do it like this and this? And she was like, most definitely. So she sent it to me, and I was like, that's why I was like, this is it. This is me. Like, this is the centerpiece. Like, oh, I want to be able to influence people and be like, okay, I don't know what Shoto is or who that is, but I think I'm gonna have to go look that up. So let me go see. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, that's pretty dope. And it's like, that's how I build my metaphors, because I was like, I don't even used to care about what y'all think. I was trying to get it out. I was in too deep. Chains on, another sled go clink, clink, clink. Hot shit, but I be cold like Todoroki. Because he got hot and he got cold. Right. So he control hot. So that's why I was like, he gonna burn up the block with a flow so cold. That's how I build. I like, you give me it's deeper than just, oh, he just saying it. Yeah. I put like that much reasoning. Yeah, it's reasoning into it. It's
reasoning like, and good referencing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the ones who know, they gonna know. I feel like,
exactly.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I feel like with the route that you're going, you're gonna have a cult fan base that fuck with you just because of that, and they're going to, you're gonna always have a lane where you can eat off of. Like, they're gonna love you regardless. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where did the love for anime come from?
It came in high school. It really came in high school because I grew up. Well, no, it grew up in elementary school, really, because I used to get out 4th grade, come home. I already know I'm gonna do this homework, but from 4 to 6, I'm catching Toonami, so I'm catching Dragon Ball Z, I'm catching Sailor Moon, I'm catching Ronin Warriors, like, and that's what caught me, because it's like, it was the 80s animes at first, and it was like the 80s, 90s animes, because it was like, they had that art style, that development of characters. It was like, I didn't even understand that really until like I started going back. And I'm like, dang, man,
nigga didn't even
it's
know it was
cold. Like, but it was helping me because it's like, it's always good and evil. Like, the fight is always good versus evil, and you gonna watch the good guy always develop. He gonna start out one way, he gonna end up being better than he's ever been. Right. So it's like you always see it. It's never like, oh, I ain't gonna start no tangent, but outside of Goku, but other people who is just like, you see like, oh, I done watched Naruto, oh, he done went from boom, now he a teenager. I done watched him develop his skill set and learn and stop being so hot-headed, like he fiery and all that. Now he learning how, oh, okay, I can use my head. I'm actually smarter than I think. Let me get some skill behind my effort. Then you watch him become an adult, and it's like, okay, now you cold, dog.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like, you learn that, like, people don't apply that. It's like, I apply that stuff to life, because it's like, you always want to get better. Stuff is always you always gonna have obstacles. Right. Like, point blank period. Might not be like you finna go save the day, but to yourself, you got to save yourself, because at the end of it, that's all you got. So if you want to get better, and you know you can get better, you're gonna do it.
Speaking of that, how much have you looked up just in life? So, growing up until the point that you are now, that you looked at anime for maybe just that guidance or maybe just that
advice. Yeah,
just that advice. Because oftentimes what I've noticed, I haven't been the biggest anime fan, but I have seen some. Dragon Ball Z. I've seen some Naruto. I've seen some Sailor Moon. I've seen some Inuyasha. I've seen some.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Right. Yeah. I've seen some, and a lot of times I've noticed that they teach their teachings. Their origins, the Japanese,
right?
And they teach a lot of those things. A lot of those things, translate into just everyday life skills and just things that you can use to better yourself. So how often do you take that and just try to apply that?
I take that very serious because I watch If you go watch, I suggest go watch Ronin Warriors. It's like how it pretty much set up like how feudal samurai. It's like they pretty much the Power Rangers to an extent, but they have samurai. Each one had a specific armor, and they have like a specific power, like spirit, truth, light, wisdom, and you can see it on them. Like it shows on their character. So it's like this is one of my favorite. Kento the Hard Rock. He was like the most down to earth one. Even though like out of them, he's always ready to fight for his friends.
Show it.
He always
show it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But he's always down to fight for his friend. He's a little hot-headed, but, you know, his heart is always in a good place. He know that, I'm trying to defend what I love and these people I love. So, that's how I look at my people. Like, if you come around me and I, like, love you, I'm looking to protect you to that degree. So, if, like, whatever it is you need, and if I can do it, if I can give it to you, if I got it in my power, I'm gonna make sure that I give it to you as best as I can.
What drove you to incorporate anime with your music?
Because I wanted to be myself. Because it's like, just stick to what I know. It's like, I know a lot, but it's like, I can be conscious. But I love anime and I love being influenced by it. So I was like, I'm going to do something that ain't nobody really trying to do. Because it's like, I know I can reference whatever I want to and give you and go over your head, and you'd be like, whoa, bro, like I didn't even think about it. But it's like this lane that I didn't, like you said, this lane that I didn't develop. I was like, this is something that I know. I don't really care about Coachella. I'm trying to headline Comic-Con. Like, I want to do something different. Like, everybody want to go to Coachella. Like, I'm trying to go to Iowa and be in the middle of all these people who cosplay and everything and performing my music. And they like, I can get behind that. Oh, that's nice. It's like, so that's why I was like, forget, like, I love my city, but y'all ain't gonna, like,
you know for a fact, like, even though it's a community,
it's a community here for me, and they gonna love it because they like, because a lot of people's like, it's crazy because like you said, people was like, oh, I love how already it was like, oh, my sister was like, I love how you reference Shoto and how it's like you using that and you putting wordplay into it. It's like people don't think about stuff like that. It's like you actually care about it. That's like, yeah, I care about music and I care about my craft because it's like, it's what I love. So, yeah, that's why I was like, I got to apply all. Then it's like, I was like, I wanted to step out. When I stepped out into it, I just didn't want to half it. I was like, I got good ideas. But I was like, no, I'm going to apply this major anime pressure on them and like open up this world so people would be like, okay, you know what, let me pop in. Because it's like, obviously it's doing something. If it's got you concepting people and making music and doing this, that, and the third, or you putting scenarios and stuff, it's like, yeah. Just like you were saying, how they teach their old ways. I watch Baki. It's like, when you watch them, I love martial arts.
Right.
So it's like, when they actually get into the root and they talk about, oh, this is like ancient Chinese martial art. Like, yeah, we talking about it, but this was like a real way of life. And this is how these warriors fought. They know this could be your last battle. Just because you're training, you still got to fight like it's your last fight. Because you will never know what the opposition has.
Right. Do you look at your verses like that? Like, this could be my last verse, so I'm gonna go ahead and spit whatever, or I'm gonna sing my heart out every chance I get.
Right. That's
bro,
exactly.
You're special. No, seriously, bro. Because like, you gotta understand, you are the only person in your lane. Not of course in Columbus. So you gotta think about it. It's niggas out here that's wanting to rap or want to do certain things, and they don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or they want to do the trap rap, but it's only so many people that you can get to, that really believes you, and 3, it's too many trap rappers as is. You know what I'm saying? So if you got Joe Blow over here that's, quote unquote the king of the trap in his rhymes, he's not gonna be able to pack out a venue because it's somebody else has that lane already and they crushing it.
Right.
AK, i.e. YSN.
Right, that's what I'm like. They run like they got it locked in. I'm like
Front Street Rudy, them niggas is getting it in the trap work.
And I respect that because it's like that's what you know, dog. But I'm like, I know ain't nobody gonna expect me. It's like I know nobody gonna expect me to be like
them niggas not gonna expect it. But the people who are and who will, as that's into the anime culture, and this way it's probably now you've given them a light that they can shine. Cause you're showing them, okay, it's cool to be myself in public. It's cool to be and the music is dope.
Right.
So you're like, you giving them acceptance. That's what you selling, bro. So it's like, not only are you selling and giving acceptance on your platform, you're gonna sell out a venue quicker than Joe Blow over here that's doing trap rap music.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I respect it a lot, bro.
Thank you, bro. I try.
Most definitely.
It's like it's a deep respect for it because it's like you see it. I see the artistry every day and a lot of the people I listen to. So it's like, yeah, it's cool. You can be in that lane if you want to trap rap. Cool, do what you do. Because like you said, it got to be believable for you. So if people know, like, hey, I know that's what they doing. So I'm like, hey, do that. But I still love the art. Like it's never gonna die. So when I pass from this earth, and then like people look back, I'm like, I left art. I don't want to just be like, I left a whole bunch of trap music, or I left a whole bunch of this, or I left a whole bunch of unorganized noise. I want you to know that I cared about this. I'm gonna show y'all that I care, how much I care about it. And like you said, it's just I want people to be able to accept that, because I'm like, back then, a lot of people be like, oh yeah, it was most definitely not cool to watch anime. I was like, I already know. I wasn't even really necessarily worried about it, but I had homies who was way harder than me, like going harder in the paint, because they was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear it to school, and I see them get flaying. I'm like, dog, I wish I had the kudos to do it, but I'm like, I'm just gonna coast through this, because I don't need no more pressure on me, and I already give myself, like, they're like, hey, because I already knew as soon as I got to Kendrick, I got off the bus. You know what I was listening to? Green Day.
Oh man.
I already knew I was out of my element, because I was straight. I was about white in middle school because I went to Midland, so.
I mean, I went to Midland too. I did for
shout out to Midland. How do you feel about the anime culture almost being like, what you gonna say, like culture vulture almost? Like you said, it was almost like frowned upon. Like, what you watching that? That's
like what?
Yeah, like it's like almost like frowned upon, like it's weird, or you know what I mean, or you was almost getting clowned on for watching it. And then now it's like you seeing people like, I seen somebody on Instagram, and her name was Anime Bae. You know what I mean? And it's just like regular old,
regular old content. That's why I was like,
yeah, but like
like you ain't doing nothing.
Right, and it's like it's almost like it's become cliche at this point. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about that? Just knowing that some of this may not be genuine, but it may just be, let me hop on this wave because it seems like it's cool right now.
I just be like, I hope you really understand. Like, I hope it eventually gets you to a point where you like, oh, I'm gonna be serious. Like, let me actually be serious. Right. But it don't bother me, because people gonna do what they want. Because people hop on stuff so fast, and that's why I was like, even though I'd be like, Meg pop a bar every now and again, but I'm like, I have to see. Like, I didn't see you do the Todoroki hair. I was like, you might be serious. I don't know. I don't know how serious it is. Like, but you put on, I know you know your stuff. I know she know her stuff, but in comparison to like somebody just like, oh, I watch Naruto for real, but I ain't one of them gatekeepers that's like, oh, well, name me every anime that's ever been made. Like, dog.
What happened in season 2?
Right.
Episode 8.
Right.
What? So I know you said that you wasn't like into like dressing like that in high school. Did you ever try your hand in cosplay going out?
Only when pretty much Nerdicon was around at CSU. that was like the only time because I was like, shoot. Of course, it's like it's the event. This the event. Like I might as well go hard in the paint.
Right, go out.
Right, but I've been trying to like, I guess now in this age, I got a lot. I ain't gonna disclose too much, but I got some stuff that I just been like, if I want to do stuff, I want to do it to my degree. Like I want it to be. I don't want it to just be, oh, I'm cosplaying. Like I'm trying to be like, oh, this is a style. Like, but I got some stuff that's in the works, and it's just, I ain't gonna reveal that.
How,
man? It's like a style because it's like you brought the cosplay up. A lot of it, like when you see more, I'm gonna show more, but I got like some big ideas when it came behind.
But
that,
even
so.
like subtle, like what you got on now, like I feel like that's you could catch that in a Naruto or whatever.
Right.
How big as a new artist? How big is your image to you?
My image to me, it's big, but it's not that big because it's like at the end of it, I'm a plain simple person because I'm like. The only thing I care about is I'm finna go make this little. I'm trying to go to this Oriental store over here on Manchester, get me my little case of spicy noodles, warm my 3-minute bowl up, cause it's like that's what you gonna get. What you see is what you get. It ain't nothing, no ulterior. I guess like it's not like one person and a different person. Like this just me, cause I'm still like I'm still gonna be watching it. I'm still gonna be out and about in public. Like hey, that's D Sam. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. It ain't finna be like the transform. Like nah, dog. I'm still a cool person, but it's just I got like my image big, but I ain't trying to. I got more to talk about than my image. I'm trying to get you to get on like loving art. I'm just a person because I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be going just like everybody else.
Yeah, but your art gonna stay.
Yeah, that's gonna stay.
With your art being so. Like I said, I think the bulk of your fan base is definitely going to come from the people who love and respect anime. Love that culture. You know what I mean? So, is it frightening in any kind of way to know that it may be harder for you to reach other demographics?
No. Because when you see, even though it's like you might not get the reference, the music's going to be hard still.
Right.
And it's like, my content ain't nothing but me telling the truth about me, so I'm not really worried about or nervous about like reaching out because it's like you gonna respect it. You gonna respect the point blank. If it's something that you gonna be like, yeah, I could turn it on, and some people be like, nah, I ain't finna turn it on. Like I might listen to that, like how you be watching it, like watching anime behind closed doors. Like they might be like. It'd be like, what you listening to? Oh, well, nothing, bro. Then turn on Young Nudie. Walk in the room, then they cut on Young Nudie. I'm not listening to that. It was like, yeah, dog. That's how I feel like that's how people who are like, I ain't gonna listen to it. But they be like, man, that junk hard for real.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Were you into the anime books, like the ones that, like, cause they got their own style of writing as well.
Right.
You know, I think they don't write from left to right; they write from right to left. Like, were you into that?
Oh yes, I had a subscription to Shonen Jump. Every month, I'm getting it's like a compilation of different episodes of different animes, but it's in the manga form. I had a subscription. When I tell you, you come in there, I open that book bag. It's like 3 textbooks. And the whole rest of it just different episodes of Shonen Jump. And 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm like. We when people be sneaking the book, like you got your textbook up, that's what's in that textbook. I'm reading whatever episode of this Shonen Jump because it had like different volumes, but that's what really was like, oh yeah, most definitely. I had collected, like I would go to the library and just sit there just because I'd be like, I know if I check it out, I'm a coon. I'm gonna lose it. And then I'm gonna order the library, so I just sit there and read them, put them back, and then when I could get into the vibe, like I go to Barnes & Noble. I most definitely was splurging out on mangas. I still got them in my drawer right now. I'll sit in the studio. I got a drawer right beside me, still with like mostly all that I still got now, and I just crack one open still and just be like, yeah,
that's hard.
How do you feel about I ain't gonna name them, but the online streaming sites that closed down recently that had the anime libraries? You know what I'm talking about.
Talking about Crunchyroll?
He just said he wasn't going.
You know that
But
one.
fuck it don't matter.
How you pronounce it?
Flow for that.
What is it? Kiss Anime, Kissing Me.
Kiss Anime.
Yeah, that one. That
Yeah,
one closed
that one
down.
shut down.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about that? Were you heartbroken?
I was, but that Fire Stick sounded amazing. So that Fire Stick sounded amazing.
Fuck 'em, we ball.
Exactly. I'm gonna find a way.
He was like,
But-
"Oh, y'all still on that wave?"
That's like, yeah, because I was like, that's
Fire
how I
Stick
was
is
at
out.
first.
That was tough.
Exactly, because I was like, the junk sucked. Because it was like, that's why I was like when I couldn't. Because it's one of my favorite animes is a basketball anime called Kuroko no Basket, but you cannot find it nowhere. Like you have to find it online. But man, we jailbroke this Fire Stick. I was like,
The game.
it was like Kiss Anime did what? Oh, that's tough.
He said, "Oh, that's tough." But my boy said he ain't gonna shit on him.
It's like, hey, you got to find it. You got to get it how you can. It's like you still in that way. Time to find a new route. But
When I listen to your music, it's very bright, like very, very colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Happy as hell.
Right,
Like anime.
right. Where were you mentally when you made anime?
when I made anime theme song, mentally I was not here. Like I was at, because this pandemic really messed a lot of stuff up. But I was at like my wits end. I was like, you know what? I haven't really been happy making music because I was making stuff and I was like, I'm just not happy now. I don't know why I'm not happy. I know why I'm not happy because it was like life was just being life. So I just was like, I need to tap back into like who I am. So I just I really took a mental break and I got back into like just sitting there. Like my girl will attest, I was just binge watching like anything old that I used to watch, like Cowboy Bebop. I binge watched that. I binge watched Shonen Warriors again. I binge watched, what was that? It was something else in that process I had watched. And I just was like, I got to tap back into doing something different. I was like, so I just was like, I'm finna put it all out. Because I was like, I got to let go of a lot of my past hurt that I done dealt with, like between like life and everything and ups and downs, you know. It's like I gotta show that I'm gonna come out a king still in my own lane. Like you said, like I gotta show that I'm able to stand on my own lane, because I did try and step out, I guess, in the Columbus scene, and like you said, like, man, you do a showcase, it's like 20,000 people doing trap rap, and then you get up there and you do something completely different, and it's like the only thing you get is, that's hard, man, that's different. And then it's like, that's it. But they are, hey, bro, we need to link. Hey, everybody else, hey, bro. I'm like, maybe I'm not good enough to, maybe, like,
It can be
it's good.
discouraging.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. And I was like, another thing was like, hey, bro, somebody came up to me and was like, hey, bro, didn't you do a music video and you was like running around in the woods? I was like, I did. I was like, I did, but did you listen to the song a little bit? I was like, they just think I'm just some little weird dude just out here just, he just made music, like, that's D-Sam over there, you know. It's fire, but
Right.
People hate what they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And they'll shit on it too.
And people hate for no reason.
Boy.
Just to hate.
Because
That's
it's
why
trendy.
There was no clever quote there.
That's what I was like,
People just hate just to hate.
they just do. You right. But I was like, man, I tapped it in. I was like, I'm finna just write something stupid hard. And I was like, should change my name to David Blaine, cause on these tracks I make magic. She heard I'm fly, no Aladdin. My girl is a princess like Jasmine. Been running like 12 years a slave. Now I dance with my demons like Chris Brown. They barely know how I get down. They barely know how I does it. Yeah, I'm a real like McLovin. Then when I got there, I was like, cause my homeboy KG sent me the beat, and I just kept hearing it. I was like, and I was like, bruh, I don't know what it is. And I just started thinking about like opening anime theme songs. I was like, bruh, this junk just like, it give you that. You watch a good anime, the theme song at the beginning is what's gonna sell you.
Oh yeah.
Because every time you hear Yu Yu Hakusho, you like,
Is it like that, or it's gonna give you a good build up, and that
It
moment
like,
when they
God,
drop,
oh, like,
yeah.
was like, dang, I guess I'll watch the show now. Exactly.
So I see what the plot is about.
Exactly. Then you go like, hey man, it's crazy.
What we do our research around here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We don't just shoot from the hip all the time.
Right.
Sometimes, but even still, we still have some type of knowledge of what we got going on. What's sicko mode, bro?
Oh
Not
man, Sicko World. That's the brand. That's the group. Because I was like, we a bunch of, because I was like, bro, y'all sick. Like when my homeboys would come over there and they be producing, I'd be like, bro, y'all just sick, and we just be saying like, we just a bunch of sickos around this mug. So it's just like, I like that. So it just was like, I was always drawing like little emoji heads throwing up and stuff. So I was like, man, we sickos. Like everything we do is sick to some degree. It's not like my homeboy KG, who produced the beat for anime theme songs, he produced stuff like that. But he just dropped a dance album as of recent, and you like, he can produce that. And man, I tell you, this man can produce some of the meanest trap beats. You'd be like, why are you not like known? He just did the beat for C Black, that but this the grind for me if this don't work out. My friend Caleb made, but and that's why I was like, but the way he hears, the way we talk about music, is like he's somebody that relates. So it's like he loves all that, but he really loved house and dance music. But he loved like trap music, but his art was like house. I was like, bro, that's hard. Like that's different than anything else. That's sick. So it's like, just like we got different styles. BG on the track, he produced the Shoto. He got, I'm pretty sure y'all done heard of BG on the track by now. If not, you don't listen to C Black, you don't listen to C Ali, you don't listen to anything Show Chase related. So, but I just was like, we just sick. So I just stuck with the brand of Sicko. So it's just like certain people who can carry that. So
right. So real producer heavy.
Yeah, it's real producer heavy.
Okay,
that's dope, bro. And it's just y'all three.
It's more. It's just trying to get, how you gotta corral people to trust in themselves and believe in what they got. So it's more, but I'm gonna just keep praying and keep working, and then hopefully they see, like, okay, well, David doing it for real. Yeah. Right. Let me just go ahead and, like, I know I can do it for real because we talk about it all the time. So I'm like, dog, you got it. You just gotta trust in what you do. Like, just like me, I gotta trust in what I believe in, what I know. So
right.
That's dope, bro.
Just to help to see the vision, you know what I mean? So to help string everything together. How long has that been around, Sicko World?
It's been around for about since 2018. It's been around 2 years. We go back deeper than that, but we just, excuse me, it didn't get like established till around like 2017, 2018. So,
are you familiar with Alfredo and how they did the comic book with their album drop?
Freddie Gibbs.
Oh yeah.
I got the comic actually.
You got it.
You got it.
That's right.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
I ain't got it on me.
But
we'll pull it up. But the question I was gonna ask is, have you ever thought of doing something similar to that? Considering that you make music in that style, and even though they don't make music like that, it was just still a genius idea, genius marketing. But you're actually in that.
Yeah, that's really
right.
That's why I got the character made. That's why I'm like, I got some stuff under wraps. Right. So I'm like, but yes, almost definitely, because I'm like. And another person who inspired it was RDC World, because I was like,
oh, yeah.
They just put like a whole little manga comic that they just started dropping. I was like, bro, y'all, I was like, it's good. That's what I want to see. That's what like the world need to see, is like people be like, oh, bro, that's cool, and I find it cool. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I almost definitely stand RDC World, because they put like, if you ain't never watched you can watch the anime house that they drop, and you'll learn more about anime or about the characters. And you be like, bro, I ain't even never seen episode, but I could tell just how the way they got it down to the T.
Yeah.
But I most definitely am working on some stuff like that.
Your merch table gonna go stupid.
Oh, that's why I was like, it's gonna.
Your merch table gonna be dumb, bro.
That's why I was like, cause it's so. That's why I was like, bro, it's so vast. That's why I'm getting so many characters. Cause I'm like, bro, I can have so many different characters, so many different styles, and that's why I was like, I'm just glad like it was other people who was just like that I could reach out to, who was like, oh, I support. Like when I came to my homegirl, like Michaela, I said, I got this vision. I'm trying to start like pretty much my own character, my own chibi character, my own standalone thing. And she was like, yes, let's do it. It was like, yes, let's most definitely do it. So, but I am looking. That's pretty much how Blurred gonna be set up. It's gonna be pretty much set up in a manga. I'm just gonna give you that. So when I drop the whole project, even like my thoughts behind my music videos, I got that even planned out. It's like you gonna see like, oh, you like you said, oh, this was just not, oh, you riding a wave. Mm-hmm. You had a whole plan for this. Like you pretty much made a whole season in an album, like a whole season of anime in an album.
That's hard. That's hard. As far as music in general, what's more important to you, and why? The feeling of the project, or the lyrics?
I like a good blend. I got like, cause it's like you gotta feel it, and your lyrics got to have something. Cause it's like I'm a real, I guess, emotional person, so I'm gonna be like realistic. Cause that's all I know is like what I didn't experience. So any situation that I'm like lyrically, I'm just like, you got to bob and weave through it. Like just like when I dropped Shoto, the main premise of Shoto was pretty much, oh, let me flex like how I feel like I'm up. And I was like, I'm just gonna spill a little bit of it. It was like, this sound like royalty, just hit the room. I come from a city that dysfunctional. Nobody repair me but niggas tattoos. Nothing in the game but got so much to lose. Lost in the sauce, yeah, my mind was on cruise. Love and black skin can be uncomfortable, but I'm Scotty too hottie, so yeah, I'm too cool. BG gonna turn up on D decibels. I'm like, bro, like I just wanna be like I listen, like I'm like, what I'm saying is lyrical, but it's not that deep. It's just
the way you
I'm feeling it. Like I'm gonna feel, so you get behind your lyrics. Like, so that's why I'm like both. It's like I got to have 50-50 kinda. So
if you had just one message to give to the people who consume your music, what would that message be?
Man, keep going, keep pushing, try. If you feel like whatever idea you got or whatever plan you think like it's not big, it's big. So trust in your process, believe in yourself. And just try. Just give it some effort. Give it 100%. Like give it all that you can for real. Like don't whatever you trying to lose 10 pounds. If you trying to become Beyonce, if you got whatever it is you want to do, just give it 100. Don't slack on it.
Right. Being yourself is something that you is near and dear to you. Where did you learn that?
My household, my mama, very firm believer in like, oh, whatever you want to do, do it. Like he never had like, oh, you want to do that? No, don't do that. That's not. Like my mama was like, whatever you do, whether you want to go out there and play football, or you want to. My mama was always there. She's like, whatever you do, I'm gonna be there. So if you want to go to New York and go sing, we gonna make it happen. And we might not have it, but we gonna make it happen. So
but
she was like,
don't got that type of support.
Oh no, that's why I was like, my mama was like, nah, like she's out here working, but still like she'll go. I remember one time, pretty much, I didn't expect in my senior year, I was doing all-state chorus, and that's like this big thing where you pretty much got to audition, and like pretty much the only 10% of Georgia get to go to that choir. So it was my senior year, and I know she had already been booked, like work, like she was working. She was like, "No, I'm gonna be there. I was like, okay. She got off at like 6 a.m, drove all the way to Savannah, and got there at like 12. I was like, she called me, she was like, where y'all at? I said, I just got out of practice. What you mean where I'm at? She was like, well, I'm in Savannah, I'm lost. I'm like, what you doing here, dog? You just got off work. I was like, I told you I was gonna come. I was like, bro, like, so my mama really is like my rock. That's the person who like, oh, do it. And my grandma, I ain't gonna just act like, but you know, I'm a grandma boy too. So she most definitely, you got it. Whatever you want, she'll tell you. It's like, and that's just her favorite thing. And that's why the devil be on you so hard, because he just know that if you was to really go out and change this world, it'll be something. I'll be like, it didn't start sticking till like now. I'm like, you know what? I do got that. I do got to stand out on that. I do. So it's like, it's scary, but it's something that I guess like life then kicked my ass, and it's like, okay, now I know what they saying. Like when they say like how much power I got as a person, because it's like they're trying to take that from you, but I got the power to go out here and pretty much change the world like an anime character if I want to. Like I can put like, it's already enough that go on, but I want to leave a little bit of light, like, so if people be I'm sorry, yeah,
you good, bro?
You good, G?
But yeah, I just want to leave that little piece of light, because it's like, bro, I done seen enough. I done lost people. I done lost a lot of people through death, through whatever, and it's just like, still, everything's still going. It's like you get overwhelmed. You will get overwhelmed with this world now, because it's like you get on the internet and it's just, you be tired from all the depression and all the people like, oh, you got to have this, you got to be like this. I'm like, dang, bro, like who's writing these rule books? Like who? Like I need to get on the committee, because y'all is tweaking. Because it's like life ain't that hard. Y'all make life harder, but it's like, yeah. I'm sorry, man. I just don't.
Nah, man, you are fine, bro.
But that's real. It's just, I want to leave. When I leave, I just want to. I've been like, the big thing is like, what are you gonna leave?
Right.
What are you gonna leave? Because I done had people who was just beginning to chase their dreams and then pass. Right. And it's like they ain't even get to leave nothing behind but the good memories. So I'm like, I got to leave something more than that for my people. So I want them to be like, you gonna get sad. Yeah, it's gonna get tough. Yeah, it's still gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, but just know you still got it at the end.
So generational wealth means a lot to you, and not even in the sense of money.
Money. Oh yeah, not in the sense of money. Cause it's like, even when I have kids, I want my kids to be like, oh, my daddy was pretty much a superhero. Yeah. Like my daddy was what he wanted to do, and I'm gonna make sure that whatever I want to do, I do it too. And I'm gonna put what was given in me into them. Cause it's like, yeah, that money is cool and all, but I'm like, dog, peace of mind is so much better. Peace of mind be so much better when you in struggle and you like, I still like, I'm better than I was. Yeah. So I'm a firm believer on that.
Right. How big has faith been in just your progression, just as a person, as an artist? How big has faith played a part in that?
It's getting bigger. Yeah, it wasn't that big, because it's like, I believe, but I ain't believe enough. So it's just like a muscle, like how people be like, oh, your faith is a muscle. You got to exercise. If you ain't exercising, your muscles don't get strong. So it's like, now I got stupid faith, because I know that the talent and the gift is there. There's no denying that. Like nobody can take that from me, despite how the production might sound or what this, that, and the third is. Nobody can take it that I know this shit hard. Like you can try and look around it any way you want, but it's getting bigger. My faith is getting stronger than what it was like a year ago when I was really out here like, oh, I'm doing showcases, and it's like, dang, I ain't even placing, dog. But I know for a fact, and I'm not just saying that just to be like, dog, I'm better, but I'm like, dog, I know what I did was better. Like, people just get up there and jump around on stage. It's like, I got a whole people, like, Bellwood Black was like, oh, you put on shows. It's like, you don't even know it, but you put on a show. And it's like, that's what it is, because it's like, if you ain't coming out here to put on a show and make people look at you and be like, dang, bro, I want to do that, or that's inspiring me to chase something. You ain't doing nothing. You just on stage. You just another person just making some money. So it's like, but you ain't leaving no gem. Like you said, you ain't leaving no gems or nothing behind. You ain't putting nothing in nobody. They just a consumer.
Right. That's hard, man. That's hard, because, like you said, you're just a consumer. Tori said it in our last season. He was like,
that's a flex.
He said that everybody is a consumer, bro. No matter how much you put it. Like, you can sit back and flex as if you're a producer, right, but you just went to the store and purchased a pack of draws, right, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And for you to come up and you putting it all on the table. You know what I'm saying? You know how I feel to be a consumer. So you making the shows how you need to make the shows, to almost as if you was making shows great. You was producing great shows for people who didn't appreciate it. You're finding your crowd. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, and I've never asked this question. I need to know, what does it feel like? Because it's somebody out there that feel this way. What does it feel like to know that you are somebody's favorite rapper or favorite artist?
It feels different because it's like, I got one of my closest friends, like, anytime I send him something, he break it down, like, and I don't even say anything. He'll listen to it and he'll be like, so you think you just gonna get away with doing, bro? He's like, bro, you just don't know how much you make me want to get back into, like, how much that inspires me, because it's like you actually care. So it's like, it be surreal, like, and it's like, I don't think about it because I'm like, dog, when I look at me, I'm like, it ain't that serious. Like, I'm like, it ain't that serious. But I know it's serious because it's like, that inspiration something serious, because it's like, bro, when somebody do something, you like, bro, you are good at that. Yeah. And it's like, I want to learn how to, I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to give that feeling to other people, make them feel. Because, like, one thing I love about watching Real perform is where, like, you gonna feel, like, the music make you feel like how I be seeing, like, how you used to see on TV, like, when people go to concerts, they just be like, they in the music, they lost. They not thinking about, oh, let me, I don't know, like, if you come to it, like, my ideal is, you come to a show that I done did, you gonna get, like, little clips, but I don't even want you to be worried about that phone. I want you to be, like, you done listen, you've been waiting to see this, like, you've been waiting to see it, like, I want you to be like, oh, this is an experience, this ain't just, oh, he just do this because he know he can't, like, nah, we finna go on a trip, like, we finna take a magical ride. Right. And into my mind, since you want to know, you want to see how I work, how I do this, ta-da, this is it. It's like,
what makes a consumer invest in you?
The realness, the truth, and what you like you said, it's gonna be like, I'm inspired and I want to support that, because it's like, to see somebody's leaving something that's better than just like, oh, this is the picture of our city. Mm-hmm. It's like, people support that, but people who at that level gonna support it because they like, shoot, what he putting on for us, this is our person, this our voice. So I'm like, shoot, I want to be that voice for the part of the consumer. Is like, hey, that's how I feel about a lot of stuff. That's how I feel. So shoot, if he gonna be the person who stand for us, I'm most definitely gonna support him if you gonna do what you supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's what I want to do, because like you said, I've come to inspire. I was like, I don't want to just make people just like, okay, here goes some music. Right. It's $12.99. It's $12.99, but there's a reason it's $12.99, or there's a reason it's 99 cents, or there's a reason it's not just because it's like, oh no, dog, I gotta put some time and some thought into the craft. So it's like, right, when you hear it, you gonna be like, oh man, he really, like, that's crazy. Like, right.
Trying to give you $1 million worth of game.
Yeah, pretty much $9.99. It's like,
you heard Hov.
Exactly. I was just trying to leave a little game, and it's like you pay a person to motivate you. You can go out and pay a person to motivationally speak to you. Mm-hmm. You can listen to some music. I listen to a lot of people, but like, and I didn't pay $10.99 for an album, but I know what they saying is gonna motivate me to go do what I want to do. So I don't care about that. So it's like, because I already know you didn't already tapped into me, and I support your cause because I already see that's you, and I know it ain't like no extraness. Like, you just like putting on for the internet. Like, that's the person. Like, this you. That's why I'm like, a big person I listen to now is Toby Lou, because that realness that he just showed, it's like, he from Chicago, but you wouldn't even think he from Chicago, because most of the scene is drill, or it's a little bit harder. Yeah. So it's like, those people who bring light, like you said, bright colors, it's like, that's a lot of his music. It's like, I see his music and it's like, it's bright. And it make you feel, even when you're sad, you still feel like, I still want to be happy through my sadness.
As you reflect on just this life, man, the things that you've been through, things you've been able to overcome. How do you feel about the expression glass half full, glass half empty?
Well, boy, you in your bag.
That's tough. Yeah, I've been came to that a little bit because it's like, man, I don't even know I know what you're saying, but it's like trying to put it into words. I'd be like, I done looked at life as it's always been half empty. Like my life has been like, and I don't know what it is that's been missing to fill up to the top.
Yeah,
but it's like it's always half full because it's like, but I know it's more. I know it's more. It's more to put in there because it's like eventually it's gonna be so much that it overflow. So you gonna need another cup. Now I'm gonna need another cup. So life has been half full, and I've been trying to. At one point, I was filling it up with things that I thought because of how people look at the world. Oh, this is what I need. I'm like,
right.
I don't even like what's at the top now. So it's like now I got to pour it out, put it back to half. Let me fill it up like what I want it to be. So
basically, everybody else is drinking fruit punch, and you didn't like fruit punch,
right.
So you went and grabbed Sprite.
Pretty much.
That makes a lot of sense.
But you know what? I was like, hey, or then I might have put it like, I like that fruit punch, but let me add a splash of this on top of it because it's like, that's one taste, but let's change the taste completely.
My boy said, look, I like a little liquor.
I like just a little.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else want to be sober. I want to be a little drunk.
It's like not nothing too crazy, just a little bit,
What's 5 things D Sam can't live without?
Five things I can't live without. But that's tough. Music, well, nah, it's tough, but number one is music. Like, I'm always gonna be listening to that, like, forever. I can't live without, I hate to say it, but I love to say it, that PlayStation 4. I'm trying to get it 5, but that game, man, that's a stress. That's a stress leave. I don't care what nobody say. They be like, you want to play video games, you can be out here. I was like, I do both of them, dog. Yeah. Like, I will go put in some work, then come back in here and put in some work on card. That's another thing. I can't live without ramen noodles, dog.
Bro, I ate me a fat last night,
but
bro.
if I look at my refrigerator, I got 2 cases, like, the box full. It's a special, like, because, I got to get the authentic ones, like, I really want. Because they make the spicy chicken ones, but I cannot live. You put me on the island, just give me like a lifetime supply of those, I'll be alright. And the TV out there. I'll be alright.
To plug my PS4 in.
Right. So I can watch my anime. So I watch my anime and play my games. And I'll be peaceful. Number 4, I can't live without some water. I didn't find a new passion for water. I was once a person that was like, man, I ain't drinking no water. That's what Powerade for. That's what Gatorade. My coach said Powerade for. I don't need no water. Tell us to drink some water. I want some Powerade. But nah.
Some Powerade. That nigga 7 years old. That nigga young as hell.
Chicken Powerade.
That boy got the red.
But
hey, being an adult and go to a restaurant and ordering Powerade is sick.
They need to card you, bud.
I ain't got issues. I was like, let me get a Powerade.
That nigga is over the limit. Over the age limit. Take that man to prison.
And the last thing I really can't live without, I ain't gonna play, is my girl. She keep me grounded. That's the person who I was like, oh, you who I've been waiting for. You the person who I've been waiting to watch anime with all night long. And actually be like, hey, you just as invested and you put me on the stuff. You like,
how long y'all been together?
We've been together for 5 years.
That's dope, bro. We support black. We support love, but we definitely
support black love.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Most definitely.
That's the only love
we just got engaged.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I was like, I gotta make some adult decisions. I was like, I can't let you go, dog. Cause
Congratulations,
bro.
Thank you. It's gonna be tough out here trying to find somebody. Cause I already knew my life was gonna be hard when one of my exes was like, "You be watching anime?" I'm like, "You watch Bad Girls Club?" No, what's?
You was thinking about the beginning of the end right there.
I was like, we got into a whole argument. That's how I knew you. It's not gonna work. You was like, Bad Girl Club is different. No, it's not. It's a bunch of people who getting up there faking it.
Yeah.
It was like, these women don't be want to fight like that.
We're not gonna slander it.
We're not gonna slander it.
I'm
not slandering it, but you're not finna be like anime stupid. And
then you watching reality
TV. Which ain't even real.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, relax.
Just chill.
We all watching stuff that ain't real.
Exactly. Don't cut me down.
One thing. First off, we appreciate you for coming.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Because you got life is nothing but a choice. You know what I'm saying? The only choice that you don't have, two choices that you don't have is when you came into this world and when you go. So you chose to come here and kick it with us.
Right.
We appreciate that, D Sam. I want you to keep going, keep driving, man.
Oh, definitely.
Because you like I told you earlier, bro, you're special. You mean a lot to people. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna hear this and be gonna love you even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man.
So, how we like to end off, the show is we like to ask people what their top 5 is. But this time, I don't want it to be top 5 artists.
Okay.
I need for you to let them folks know what's your
sir.
top 5 anime.
You need it. But like my anime.
Anime theme song.
Dialogue. No, okay. That's a tough. My top 5.
It can be in
no particular order.
Okay.
Number 5 is an anime called Angel Beats.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give you, because they were like, what is that? So let me give you a brief breakdown. It's pretty much kids in purgatory to a degree, and they've died from some kind of cause, and they don't know why they've died, but they all at this one school, and it's a person there pretty much to help them remember what happened and understand the situation, and they make peace, and then they pass over.
Coronavirus in 2020. Got it.
Number 4. This is I'm just saying if anybody watching, be like, what you talking about, man? Cause I know I got some people who be like, what you mean, dog? Yeah. Number 4 is Demon Slayer.
Okay.
That's pretty much main character. Family get killed by a whole clan of demons. Sister get pretty much turned into a demon. His quest is to figure out why they did it, who did it, change the sister back.
I think I've actually heard of that one before.
Yes, it just came out. Like,
yeah, I've heard of that one recently.
Number 3, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
It's just that's just legendary. That's just legendary. That just, you already know. Number 2.
Who wasn't playing Budokai Tenkaichi?
Well, Budokai 3.
Oh my god.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
You're getting that work, bud.
You're getting that work.
Getting that work, bud.
You are getting it.
Buying the movies.
But what?
Super Broly.
But what?
Broly.
The Tree of Life movie.
Cooler Revenge.
Super cool Revenge.
We a little tapped in.
That's it.
Hey, I feel like if you don't at least know that, I got a question for you, because I know you didn't at least seen one episode of Dragon Ball Z. Everybody didn't at least seen one. You might have just skimmed past it. I'm like,
you might even know about the GT series.
You might.
You might even.
And that's when the theme song changed. Then it became a rap theme song. I was like, oh, y'all different.
You know what fusion is.
They were trying to
you heard of the Android
community.
They already knew. I was like, oh, y'all trying to urbanify. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
We got this black audience here in the
Number two.
Now you're 3.
Oh, number 3? That was 3?
No, that was 3.
That was 3.
So what's the last 2?
Oh, last 2, okay.
Last 2. I got 2. It's hard. But Ronin Warriors is number 2.
Okay.
Like I said, 5 samurais, pretty much. They all got a particular... Every armor they have got a particular element, particular power.
Right.
Pretty much defeat the Grandmaster Dynasty Warrior, pretty much. But the character you watch on, you be like, God, dog, bro. They always, like, the first episode is like, we already fighting. Like, we ain't no talking that much. It's like, oh, the world in danger. Let's get to it. And number 1, it's gonna have to be a tie.
That's like, right. 1A, 1B.
So 1B.
Was in no particular order.
In no particular order. In no particular order. In the order. But 1B is Death Parade. And what Death Parade is, you pretty much... It's 2 people that they done died. They probably done died together. Like, they've died in a tied sense. Right. One person was done wrong. One person was the right one. And it's like, they have to play... They go down and they get pretty much... like purgatory in a sense, and I guess they like demons to a degree, but it's like they make you play like a random game. Like they might have to play like pool. Like one episode they had to play pool, but the pool balls had like a vital organ. So if they got it in the pocket, it pretty much shut down inside of you. But they don't know they dead. But
he got them showing me.
Right, they sold. That's why I be like, some of them you'll be like,
you'll watch just regular movies though,
bro.
All right, that's what I was like, and pretty much at the end of it, whoever lose, the truth comes out of like he had murdered his girl pretty much, and the truth came out, and it's like at the end of it, when you go to heaven, when you go to hell, pretty much. So it's like you wrapped up into it because you're trying to figure out what happened to like in the real world for y'all to die, but you like y'all playing this messed up game, but it's like
he was playing pool in Revelations. Yikes!
Like you be like
playing for heaven and hell,
right?
Pool match.
Boy, imagine going in and not knowing how to play pool.
I was like, how did you even know that they know how to play pool?
Billions.
How did you know? Alright, Jesus.
How we pick this game?
Last time I played pool?
Never. On the phone.
That's close. 8 ball. 8 ball.
Not in your favor,
bro. I couldn't show you my form at all.
Oh, and 1A is the 7 Deadly Sins.
I've heard of that one too.
Yeah, that one pretty much. Oh, that's tough. I just really messed myself up, but I'm gonna stick with it. But 7 Deadly Sins is like they're a band of pretty much knights who were put in order to protect from the 10 Commandments. And it's like you be like, it's a big reference on like 7 Deadly Sins, 10 Commandments. But the 10 Commandments pretty much everyone got a particular commandment, and it's like it'll take your power pretty much depending on what it is or whatever. But they just pretty much. Their leader is pretty much the King Demon, but he like, hey dog, I'm sick of all that. I just really wanted to be happy. I done found a girl. I just want to be happy with her. Y'all trying to make this order like, oh, you got to be the Demon King and she got to be the Queen of the Angels. I don't want to do all that. Why we just can't be happy? Why we just can't be happy?
Bro, look, bro, y'all can sin if you want to.
If you want to do what you want to do,
my life a new leaf.
I'm not trying to manage nobody and keep them in here. I just want to be happy. That's not my job.
That's hard, man. But go ahead.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, man. This is very enjoyable. Like, I'm glad I got to come out. That's why I was like, oh, I heard you sick. I was like, don't do it to me. I was looking for this. I was looking for this.
Down for the count, but if you want to know what happened, bro, go to Whole Lot of Recap. That's the
Whole Lot of Recap. Go back and listen to that episode. And you'll find out like the first 2 minutes of what happened.
I was like, my man said, yeah, I'm down. I said, he ain't got that stuff.
Well, nah, I ain't had that pack.
He ain't got that pack. I was like, man, that pack going around, man. It's real out here.
Man.
You be having to see poster.
Right. Well, this concludes
Another great episode
of Free Gems Network.
Season 2,
Free
baby.
Gems Network.